What's up guys, Jonathan. I really wanted to address this video for people who are stuck at a job right now that they really don't like, who are kind of stuck at a job that they can't stand. That was me for a while. I'm still at my job right now, but just recently I got offered a position that fits my degree. I've been at that job for over a year, and it worked with school, it worked with scheduling wise, but after graduating in May, I wanted to get out of that job. I wanted to find another job that better fit my degree, better fit my skills, to push me to the next level. And I realized that during that time, I really didn't complain about it. I didn't like that I was at this job, but I made the best of it. And I realized that God was teaching me so many things during that time, so many lessons, that now when I look back at it, it's like, wow, I'm so thankful that I didn't get the job that I actually wanted right away. I started this job as a regular cashier, but then eventually I moved up to customer service. And it's funny because while I was at this job, everyone told me, don't go up to customer service. Customer service is the real deal. Being at that desk, doing returns, listening to people's complaints, that's something you don't want to deal with. And I was kind of listening to people. I was kind of listening like, maybe they're right, maybe I shouldn't do this. But I know me personally, I like challenges. I know me personally, I want to grow. I know me personally, I want to get to that next level always. So I ended up agreeing to do customer service. And I found so many things that I learned about myself. I found that I could deal with pressure. I found that I could multitask with so many things, that I can deal with stress and people's problems. Whereas opposed to, I was just a regular cashier in the front of the company, just having people purchase things, but not really having to deal with so many complaints. And that's what I really want to get into with this video, is that you're going to be at a job right now that you really don't like. Maybe you want to get out of there right away, but understand that there's going to be lessons that you can learn in that job. If you're open-minded, if you're observing, if you're looking to push to that next level, you can always learn lessons. I remember a couple years ago, I was a busboy at AMC Theater. I couldn't stand that job. I felt like it was degrading. I felt like people didn't appreciate me. I felt like that's not what I should be doing. But even in that job, I made the best of it. I met a lot of friends. I learned a lot of things that I didn't think I would learn. But I stayed patient. And that's what I really want to hone in on, is you have to stay patient where you are in your job. I saw the other people that were working, they were servers. They were servers in the theater, and I wanted to do that. I wanted to be a waiter. I wanted to make tips. I wanted to have those skills. I wanted to have that step up. But I didn't get that opportunity. I stayed a busboy. But you know what I did? I kept applying. I kept looking for other jobs. I didn't stay stagnant at my position. I knew that I was better than where I was. So I was able to take those steps. And eventually I did apply for a server position somewhere else, and I got the job. And I learned the skills that I wanted to learn in that previous job. You see, a lot of people, they stay where they are. A lot of people, they complain about their situation, but they don't do something to get out of it. If you're at your job right now that you can't stand, keep applying for jobs. But at the end of the day, know that you're there for a reason. Know that you need to be patient. Know that God has a special plan for you, that you may not know what it is. So I remember one day after work, I was telling my girlfriend, I can't wait to get out of this job. I'm tired of working at this job. But I also remember telling her that I feel like I'm there for a reason. Because there was one of my coworkers there who was really going through financial struggles. She was really having difficulties in her life. She was going through so much stress. And I was able to be there for her. I was able to help her out in ways that I didn't think I could help her. I was able to take her home when she didn't have a ride. And I was able to have conversations with her that really were insightful, that really impacted both of us, that really built a strong relationship with us. So it made me realize that, wow, sometimes we want to get out of our situation. Sometimes we can't stand our circumstances. Sometimes we want a better job, want a better career. We want more finances. But at the end of the day, we don't know what God is doing in our lives. We don't know how He's going to use us. So He was able to use me in that way. And it's funny because there was another coworker who I was able to impact, and how she was able to impact me. She found out that I had a YouTube channel. She started watching my videos. And she really started to edify me. She really started to be encouraged. She was like, wow, I didn't know you made videos like this. I didn't know that you were trying to inspire people. This really inspires me. And she found out that I believe in God. She found out that I'm this person who wants to motivate people. And eventually I told her, I'm speaking in my church next week. Do you want to come? And she ended up coming. And it was so strange that I was able to inspire her and impact her in such a way that I didn't even think that I could. She was so impacted by the service. She was so impacted by the speech that I gave. She was so impacted by the message. And now when I look at her, she seems so much joyful. She seems happier. She seems more free. And it's funny that if I would have left that job, I would have never been able to impact those two women. And they would have never been able to impact me because they encouraged me so much. They made me realize that I can be this person. I can be this speaker. I can encourage people. I needed that. A person like me, I need that. I need that encouragement. So the fact that they were able to give that to me and I was able to give them things in return really made it all worthwhile. So I really want to push you guys to understand that you may be at a job that you really don't like. You may be in a certain situation or have certain circumstances that you can't reconcile why you're there. Just understand that you need to have an open mind. You need to have this mindset of, I'm a learner. I'm gonna look to learn each and every single time I'm in a situation. I'm gonna look to get to that next step. I'm gonna look to get to that next level. Like me, when I was a cashier and I pushed myself to go to customer service and learn that I can deal with pressure, learn that I can deal with stress, learn that I can deal with people's complaints, because in the future, I wanna have my own business, and these are kind of the skills that I need to learn. So if you don't have that mindset, if you're not looking to push yourself, you're always gonna be frustrated with your situations. You're always gonna be impatient. You're always gonna be frustrated. But when you say, no, I'm a learner. No, I'm gonna look at everything around me and see, how can I learn? How can I impact somebody? How can I inspire somebody? When you have that mindset, that's when God is able to use you. When you have that mindset, that's when you're able to have impact. You're able to show people what's inside your heart, and you're able to get that out there. And another thing is, if you don't like your situation, do something about it. When I was in my job, I was applying to other jobs. I didn't give up, and I got so many rejections. I looked at my email every single day. I didn't get the responses that I wanted, but I didn't give up. You can't give up. You gotta keep pushing. You gotta keep applying. You can't stay stagnant where you are. You gotta believe in yourself. And you gotta trust in the path that God has for you. And never, ever, ever give up. And never think that your circumstances and where you are right now are gonna be determining your future. That's never gonna determine your future. It's your mindset, and it's your heart, and it's your faith that's gonna determine your future. If you guys haven't already, please be sure to subscribe. Take care, guys, and God bless.